Hey there, good morning, fellas. How are you doing on this great hump day edition here of Winning Bets? We're going to talk our sports and talk our sports betting. That's right, take a break from your job, get your breakfast, and let's have ourselves a good little time. We've got to go ahead and make sure we recap yesterday. Then we'll dive on into the action today. And we'll even talk about baseball for the first time as baseball starts March 20th. That's right. Dodgers and Padres kicking things off March 20th. They're just very much around the corner. We're a week away, so we'll dive on into the baseball talk as well. Throwing up that recap from yesterday, we're going to go ahead and ring that cash register because that's another back-to-back now 3-0 sweeps and plus 2.8 units. You absolutely love to see that right there. Now 3.89 units on the week, and we've got a good amount of arbitrage as well. I would say looking at the recap there from yesterday, both of those games went about how Matt and I talked about on yesterday's show. We talked about Arsenal taking on Porto. We talked about Arsenal winning halftime, full-time. We talked about Arsenal keeping a clean sheet and getting the win via the nil. Also talked about that game having a chance of being low scoring and Porto keeping it nip and tuck, and that was really their only way in which we thought that they could advance or at least maybe force extra time. And doing so, they were obviously going to try and foul Arsenal and break up their rhythm, and that was the one bet that we had in that game, obviously over 11.5 fouls. It's funny how the sportsbooks, though, always nail the number, because I did mention on yesterday's show you could take over 12.5 at plus money on Bet Rivers. I, of course, took a little bit of a stab at that one, and that one just hit as Porto has 13 fouls, but then they really got chippy there in the extra time because they got 7 fouls in the 30 minutes alone in which extra time. So either way, we get the job done. Game went damn near exactly how we thought it was, and I would say the other game went about that same way between Barcelona and Napoli. That one was going to be, your both teams to score, and you're over 2.5. I think you certainly probably trusted Barcelona a little bit more after the first leg, and they were going to, go ahead and return home. Well, we obviously had 2 bets in that game. Lewandowski to score or an assist. He gets the 3rd goal, and really felt good after Napoli got their goal. When Barcelona gets out to that 2-0 lead, it kind of shuts the door a little bit on Lewandowski, possibly getting us that cash. But then Napoli gets the goal, and then Barcelona still got to relatively get at it with the 1-goal lead. Anything can happen late in the game. They're always going to want to give themselves a little bit of a cushion, and that cushion comes via Lewandowski scoring. Just before that, though, in the 75th minute, Gundogan takes a shot, and that sucker finds a target. Almost found the back of the net, but it found the target after a good little bit of a save there, and he cashes us a plus 120. So there it was, 3-0 and plus 2.8 units. Absolutely a great day, and we also got our free roll alive that I went ahead and tweeted out on yesterday. Some of those leans that we give out, Matt and I on the show, Arsenal clean sheet. That was the first play right there. Obviously, that comes through in the 1-0 win. The second play there was Barcelona team total over 1.5 goals. That one cashes in the first half. And we just got one remaining leg, and it comes down to Atletico taking on Inter, where I just need a boring 0-0 game to be played out in the first half. And if that happens, you and I can add 1.82 units to our bankroll tonight, so we'll see if that can go ahead and happen. Hey, let me know down in the comment section, how did Champions League treat you? We've obviously got one more day left in the week of Champions League, but how did Tuesday's Champions League action treat you? Let me know down in the comment section how it was good to you, and I'll head on down to that comment section now. Let's do it, boys. How is everything going? We're talking a little bit of baseball. Good morning, Corey. Can't wait for the afternoon opening day for high school baseball. That is coming down today. That's right, boys. Baseball in high school is in action. Good luck to your boys' team, man. Good luck. Hopefully they have we want it to be a successful season, but hopefully they just have a good, fun season as the baseline, and maybe hopefully it can be successful for them as well. So good luck to those boys as they kick off their season today. Let's keep it rolling, Brian. Keep it rolling. We got a good play today. We got a good play today. We gave it out yesterday at minus 122. I checked just before here, and it's at minus 130. So people agree with our play that it is the right side. We'll, of course, dive onto that one here in a little bit. Morning, Mike. Morning, my man. Hope you're doing well. Hit that Josh Hart first basket, plus 750. You love a good plus 750 hit. Morning, Kane. What's up, man? What were your bangers yesterday, man? What'd you get? Man on the Knicks coming through for... Yeah, plus, those first baskets, man, those are hard. So to hit that, that's good. And plus 750, Brian just didn't take the cheap guy and go for the favorite. Because there were, at plus 750, there were probably other favorites. So that's just good work there, Brian. Real nice work right there. Absolutely good work right there. All right, we got our one bet right there. Dortmund to qualify and under 4.5 Atletico and Inter. at minus 122. Of course, gave that out yesterday. It's now minus 130 over on Bet Rivers. You can still go ahead and get it, obviously, at minus 130. And then I added in today, we'll throw in a new bet for you. Spurs over the weekend, they're going to get 2 goals at Craven Cottage as they take on Fulham on Saturday. I like Spurs in this contest to at least get 2 goals. Probably like Fulham to find the back of the net. It feels like a 3-1 Spurs victory, but I'm just going to go ahead and back the team that is in really good form, a team that is hunting down some Champions League football. They're playing once a week, and we just love watching Ange ball. It's so damn fun to watch the Spurs. It's entertaining. At least it's entertaining, and more times than not, you get your cash. And we'll, of course, go through all the numbers in more detail on tomorrow's show when we're joined by Matt on Between the Posts, but there's only 4 Premier League games. Actually, I was looking at the game, kind of a rough Premier League kind of card with all the cancellations due to the FA Cup. So we may not have a lot of plays. Could be maybe this one only play. Tottenham team total over 1.5, minus 132. You can sign me up for that Ange ball any day of the week. Good morning, Israel. Morning, my man. You hit the Barcelona and you're pending Dortmund today. Okay. We had, I know, Adrian in the chat yesterday fire off that Dortmund Arsenal to qualify parlay at minus 109. That one came through. Favorites came through yesterday, and obviously, that's generally going to be good for the public when the favorites come through. So let's get Dortmund to come through today. They should be able to qualify at home today up against PSV. And then let's just hope we don't need a full-on snooze fest because we're on the under 4.5, but I would like a no-sweat winner. So give me a snooze fest there between Atletico and Inter. I'll go ahead and time me up for that one. You had a good day in college baseball. I just had a sweat on under in a game that was super sweaty. Under his boy was super sweaty. I like that. Talk you out of Bournemouth Luton today. Well, Kane, what I was talking about yesterday with Matt is I got to see if Adebayo is going to be playing. Let me see if that's an updated injury. But as of yesterday, he was questionable. That's obviously their leading goal scorer with 9 goals on the season. Nobody's gotten more than him. I'm not betting it without him, I can tell you that. Let's see. He's off the injury report, so you're oh, no, there he is right there. He's still on the injury report with a thigh injury. That's enough to talk me out of it, and I haven't given up a bet for it. And, hell, I love betting the Premier Leagues, the main league that I watch. So I'll just talk you out of it by saying Adebayo, the leading goal scorer for Luton, is out. If you get him in the starting lineup, it's a both teams scoring over 2.5. It's a both teams scoring over 2.5. You can go with what Corey's talking about here in the chat, which is what Matt's been hitting, it feels like. He even bet it against his own squad, Liverpool. That was the only time it lost. But this is the play. I can't remember what he gave it out at yesterday, to be quite honest. I can look and go see what it is right now. He says so the under. Not necessarily. It's a lineup checker. So what I'm saying is it's a lineup checker. It's a lineup checker. Because if you get a strong Luton lineup without Adebayo, it's a both teams scoring over 2.5 for me. Let me see the bet that Corey talked about, which is the bet that Matt gave out yesterday, which is he's just been riding it. Let's see what that one is now. I thought he said plus money yesterday, but maybe I'm not remembering correctly. Let me see. Yeah, it's plus 105. I thought he did say it was kind of at plus money. So this is the bet that Matt talked about yesterday. It's at plus 105 right now over on FanDuel, plus 105. I'm just not interested in getting into that match pre-lineups with some of the injury concerns. Just not. No real injury concerns for Bournemouth looking at the list again. So, man, Luton's got tons of injuries. Yeah, I can't quite get there with the injuries. You got it at plus 104? There you go. Basically the same price. Bournemouth money line then? Yeah, I mean, they should pick up the win. They should be picking up the win. That's minus 210. I mean, maybe that's comfortable for you. But if so, then I agree. Bournemouth should get the win. But minus 210 makes that a little bit unplayable. You could do a Bournemouth and over 1.5. I don't know. Could look that up from a price perspective. Let's see. Yeah, that's not going to move the needle much. That leg is minus 900. That brings it down to minus 157 there, Kane. To get your money line down to minus 157 if you tack on an over 1.5. I can't quite get there. He gave Luton plus 1. Oh, it's plus 113. Okay. He definitely added on to both teams to score. That's been his bet now. And he gave out Luton plus 2. I mean, that's the worst, is putting in all the time, all the research just to push. God, I hate pushing. I hate pushing. I hate it. Go for that one if you want to do it. Go for that one. Go for that one. All right, and let's just go for a nice boring game there between Inter Atletico. We can all pick up a nice little free roll hit. Let's keep it rolling there, boys. All right, who's betting this Dodgers-Padres game? Baseball starts March 20th. You got the over-under set at 8.5, heavily juiced to the over. It's at minus 122 on FanDuel, so, I can't imagine people are betting it. I would think that's probably more the opening price, which actually I can check if that's the opening price. Can't imagine people are driving that over up at minus 122. It's more than likely what it opened at. But I'm inclined to maybe kind of see what the public can do for us in terms of line movement, because Yu Darvish is going to be on the mound against Tyler Glass now. Yu Darvish since 2021, basically since he became a Padre we're talking about, since 2021. I'm going to go ahead and look up this total here. See where we've got line movement. Yep. It opened on the 12th. Oh, they just threw this game up yesterday. No way they threw this game up yesterday. Okay, maybe they did. Maybe I just freakishly did research on the same day that line got put up at over 8.5. Anyways, Yu Darvish since 2021, gone up against the Dodgers 12 times. How about 10 unders? 10 unders in his 12 games up against the Dodgers as a member of the Padres. Glass now in 2023 had 21 starts. 14 of those 21 stayed under 8.5. You always hear from managers, and they haven't been doing tons of press conferences yet, but as you get closer, they always talk about how pitching is always ahead of hitting. Earlier on, the first week of the season, pitching usually has an advantage. So I'm not going to go ahead and give out the under 8.5 right now. I imagine public seeing the Padres lineup and definitely seeing the Dodgers lineup. It's probably, if I can get 9 and then get a push, okay. All right. So I'm going to wait. I was just curious if you guys had already bet it. What about the New York Yankees win total? Caesars, DraftKings, and MGM, they took down their Yankees win total. You can bet other teams, but you can't bet the Yankees. Why can't you bet the Yankees win total on those 3 platforms? Because Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole is having elbow discomfort, and now you're hearing the Yankees talk about seeking additional opinions. Yeah, you know what that means. Tommy John's coming. FanDuel's giving you over-under of 91.5 wins. Bet Rivers, you can get 92.5 wins. That's about a 10-win upgrade over last year. Have you seen the rotation? Have you seen the rotation, what it looks like without Garrett Cole? Marcus Stroman, 2 years ago, his WAR was 3.3. 2 years ago, it was 2.5, and last year was 1.6. So clearly, they just bought a declining pitcher to fill a rotation spot. Carlos Rodon, who the hell knows what you're going to get with him? Awful season last year, injured, just couldn't get it going. Maybe he can't get it going. Nestor Cortez, same boat, injured last season, didn't really do much last year. And Clark Schmidt is a number 5 starter, and you just throw his ass out there for 5 days and see what you can get. That's it. And then maybe somebody to fill Garrett Cole. I'm hitting this under. I bet again, I'm not going to quite give out, but it's one of those ones where if you're interested, I'm just not going to do any MLB futures. But if you're interested, you better get it now before the Garrett Cole news comes out when he gets Tommy John. I don't know if this is going to be a Masahiro Tanaka situation there was 10 or so years ago where he opted to just get a shot and do about rest for 6 weeks. But let's say Garrett Cole does that. He avoids Tommy John and he does the Masahiro Tanaka, get a shot and just rest for 6 weeks. That's a lot of missed starts by Garrett Cole in those 6 weeks, and they ain't going to hit no 92.5 wins on and over, because obviously that's factored in with Garrett Cole playing. Now, is Juan Soto worth 10 wins? I bet his WAR is not 10 if I go look it up. I'll look it up. I guarantee his WAR is not 10. Even if. You got no Garrett Cole. Where is Juan Soto? What was his WAR last year? Where the hell is it? Here he is. See what his wins above replacement is. Whoever the hell he's going to be taking over from last year. Are you worth 10 wins on the season? No, you're not. You're worth 5.6 wins. I don't understand why we're getting New York Yankees at 91.5 or 92.5 over under on Bet Rivers. You better be worth slamming the under. Slamming the under on that one. Don't wait for Garrett Cole news to be coming on out. Yeah, man. Anytime. What's the over-under on the 5th inning line? All I'm seeing is Dodgers about minus 200. I can't remember what the Padres were. The over-under is obviously at 8.5, juice to the over. And the run line at 1.5 was about minus 115, if I'm recalling correctly, for the Dodgers. They're not getting, obviously, no player props, no nerfy lines, no 5th inning lines, no nothing like that. Way too early to get that kind of stuff. As with the Jets, oh man, Brutal. I mean, I was just, maybe it was because yesterday I was on the treadmill and I was just kind of getting in all the Garrett Cole news. I think I've told you guys I'm a Yankees fan, but not really. Just because my brother's a Yankees fan, it just gives us something to talk about. I don't really give two shits about the Yankees, but I follow them pretty heavily, so my brother and I have something to talk about and hang out. So anyways, I'm like diving into all these podcasts yesterday on the treadmill, and I mean, yeah. And then you just look at the roster, like, all they did was bring in Juan Soto. Okay, Verdugo. Okay, but so you brought in one player. The rotation's awful. So bad outside of Garrett Cole. And then if you lose Garrett Cole, they're bottom of the damn division. I would take the under. Boys. So that was my baseball talk today. I was wondering if anybody had locked in on the over or the under, a money line for the season kickoff in Korea on March 20th. I believe it's a 2-game series in Korea, and then they head back, and then everybody kicks it off March 28th, where I don't have a partner to do payoff pitch. Obviously, Squirrel left me, and maybe I don't actively seek out a lot of people in this space, but I don't have anybody do it. But I'm still going to do payoff pitch, and obviously be a little bit of a condensed version, but I'll still be with you guys every day talking baseball. I love it. I love betting it. So, yeah, I'll still be with you guys. But that's all we got for today, boys. Go ahead and give me Dortmund to qualify at under 4.5 and enter Atletico. And then we'll look ahead line there for Saturday. That one's going to move. Tottenham team total over 1.5 minus 132. Whew. Cancel. Good thing it's scheduled and not done inked yet. Good thing it's only scheduled and not actually inked on the body. That's crazy that people do that. I remember DraftKings did that one with the Detroit Lions, because every time the Lions would do something good, they would like retweet that dude already got the tattoo. Like, why do people do that stuff? Let me look ahead, see what else we got. I've got everything kind of queued up here. Tomorrow, Europa League, Europa Conference League. Yeah, that's going to be tough stuff. Yeah, this weekend, the Premier League, it's really bare. I mean, Burnley's taking on Brentford. God, I mean, if I'm betting that, it's a both teams scored over 2.5, but Luton is getting Forest. That's a both teams score over 2.5. That's a full-on relegation battle. Forest might actually get some point reductions here any minute. They may get hit with the same kind of reduction that Everton got, so Forest could drop in the drop zone. That Luton Forest could be a really good both teams to score in over 2.5. Fulham Tottenham will pull out the win. They'll get multiple goals. And then the only other Premier League game is the fourth and final game of the weekend. West Ham's taking on Villa. Obviously, we'd like to see what happens tomorrow, respectively, with each team, but tired legs, that one could be an under. Even though both those teams are at home on Thursday, you could see what happened to Villa last week with Tottenham. They just kind of ran out of gas in that second half, and Spurs got 4 goals in one half. Sure, the red card certainly helps, but they were putting in goals before that red card happened. So I would think maybe possibly an under between West Ham and Villa, but yeah, probably not betting that either. We'll see. Probably more interested in the FA Cup games than the actual Premier League games this weekend. But again, I'm not going to pass without betting Tottenham team total up against Fulham there in fine form, hunting down some Champions League spots. Yeah, go ahead and sign me up for that. All right, boys. Good luck with your bets today. Don't forget, we've also hoping to cash this free roll and put a little bit addition to our bankroll. So it'd be a nice little hit right there for everybody. All right, guys. Enjoy your day. Come on back for tomorrow. We'll talk Europa League. We'll talk the Conference League. We'll see if we can't get in a bet for that. Let's see if we can't ring that cash register tomorrow and stay perfect on the week. All right, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out.